It's like nothing else. It is a pilgrimage. You've been where your heroes lived and died.
The Busby Babes are the bedrock of the club.
When you're there, you're part of something special, and when you leave, you take that with you forever.
We're doing it because we love United. To us, United is life.
We'll keep the red flag flying high, 'cause Man United will never die.
Guys, welcome to Munich. It's absolutely brilliant to have you here. And I know Shell and Gabs, I know you've been waiting a long time to come here. And Peter, it's brilliant that you're here with Zane as well. What I'm going to try and do for you over the next day or so is to give you something that you can cherish forever in your hearts as Manchester United fans. The MMMF. It was set up in 2017 basically as an informal group of United fans who got together who wanted to do something special for the 60th anniversary. And it was such a success that when we came back, we decided that it was too good an opportunity to lose. So we thought we would continue it.
I mean, it's a huge part of United. I think the Busby Babes are somebody that should always be remembered.
You're going to be on a stage and there are 23 names to read out, and then the next time you come in again is joining the girls saying, may their souls rest in peace, amen.
We were just a group of friends and we'd noticed that the memorial events at Old Trafford weren't really being attended particularly well, and we knew that the 60th anniversary was coming up, so we basically got together and said we need to do something to commemorate the 60th. We've also put in place the opportunity for what we call the fans reps to go, so that we have a parent and child who we take over so that the child then can carry the memory forward.
We entered a fan competition that we seen on the MU website. The foundation wanted fan reps to go out and pass the legacy down and keep the babes alive with the younger generation. So we entered and we actually got drawn out at the foundation dinner.
The Busby Babes, they played exciting football. They were the pioneers into Europe, and they were cut down in their prime. And I think we have to remember those lads and other people who gave their life for this club.
I think United fans visit because they want to go and pay their respects. It's like you lose somebody, quite often you want to go back to the place where you lost them.
This is the runway that we tried to take off, and the third time came off, went there. Wow. Hard, isn't it? Hey, you all right? Yeah. Come here.
On the fringe of a Munich airport lies the wreckage of an airliner, still smouldering from a crash in which 21 people were killed. Tragedy enough at any time. But in that plane were a group of young men who were almost the personal friends of millions.
The Busby Babes and the Munich air crash was something that I got taught about when I was very little by my granddad, who passed on. Little girls get told stories of dragons and castles, but not this one. She got taught about the Busby Babes and subsequent teams after all of United's history that I wasn't alive to witness. My granddad taught me all about it.
We'll never die, we'll never die, we'll never die, we'll never die. We'll keep the red flag flying high, 'cause Man United will never die.
Our mission is to preserve and enhance the memory of the Busby Babes through charitable works that we feel the boys would have been proud of.
As the charity has grown, we've looked for other places, particularly children's related charities.
We raise funds via auctions, via raffles. Then all of that money that's raised, we put into a pot, and we've got various charities, and we share all of the money out. Almost 99% of the money that's ever come to the MMMF has gone to charities. And the remaining 1% is basically accountancy fees. We don't take a penny, not a penny. So the people of Munich were unbelievable. After the crash, you know, we had all those doctors and nurses who helped. We had Sir Matt Busby lying in hospital fighting for his life, and we owe a huge debt of gratitude to the hospitals for what they did for him.
And so we were able to present donations from Manchester United fans to children's charities here in Munich as part of the thank you. And Harry Gregg, God rest him, who was a great friend of ours, he asked us if we would try and do something similar in Belgrade. And with the help of the embassy in Belgrade, we were able to find a children's organisation, sports team we could support there. We decided we needed some balance, so we found a children's charity to support in Manchester, Homeless Children, DePaul, and very recently we've added Derrien House in Chorley for terminally ill children.
Let's go this way. All right. Firstly, thank you for the donation, guys. That's absolutely amazing. I'll tell you a bit about us. I'll show you around.
Yeah.
So we're a children's hospice.
Yeah.
We've been here since 1983.
Getting people like Brian Kidd tied in with the charity shows everybody how serious we are.
It's an honour and a privilege to be given the opportunity, because I honestly thought there's a lot more people worthy of it than me, and I hope in some small way I can help.
Karen, this is Ifti, and Brian, this is Karen, our CEO.
Hi, Karen.
Well, we've been working with the foundation for the last year. It's a fairly new relationship for us. We're absolutely delighted that the foundation have chosen to support Derrien House Children's Hospice.
Staffing is huge. So
Wow.
this is the bulk of the cost.
How many have you got?
I think last time I checked it was about 140.
We have to raise over £6 million each year to fund all the different services for the families and the children, and so every penny counts.
So yeah, so these are for what we call young adults aged between 16 and 26. When we speak to them, we often say to them, what is it you like about it? And they'll say, I like to come here because I can eat what I want, I can stay up till when I want, and I can go to bed when I want. And I remember saying to one of these lads in particular, what do you mean you can go to bed when you want? Can you do that at home? He says, make them in a wheelchair. When I go to bed, my mum and dad put me in bed. If they're going to bed at 10, I'm going to bed at 10. Even down to going out to a football game, they can't do it at home because the mum and dad probably don't have just the transportation to do it.
I hope if you're taking them to football matches, you're not...
We have had some...
you know what's coming here, don't you?
Yeah, don't
I hope
worry.
you're taking them to Old Trafford and not corrupting them.
No, we won't be going anywhere else. No, well, they won't be going City, I don't think, and they won't be going to Liverpool, so...
Perfect.
We have two temperature controlled rooms, and these rooms can be used, we call them our sunflower rooms, for any children who pass away and the families want them to rest here up until the funeral. That's something we can do for them.
In one sense, it's been a sad, sobering experience as well. You know, my mind was drifting onto the poor children that have passed away as well, you know. That for me was the emotional one.
You see someone like Brian, he's an absolute legend. You know, he's done it all, European Cup winners. There's those pictures of him with Sir Alex Ferguson running onto the pitch, you know, and on his knees when we scored in injury time to basically win the league. And when we asked him to be our honorary president, I never expected what we got. He said, I don't just want to be an honorary president in name, I want to help. What can I do? And so I said to him, look, I'm going to Francis House, coming to Derrien House. He said, I'll be there.
Welcome everyone, wherever you've travelled from, near or far, to this, the 65th anniversary memorial ceremony here in Manchesterplatz, Kirchtrudering in Munich.
There was an old man that was there, came up to us, and he remembered it happening because his auntie lived on the road, and remembered seeing the plane actually crash. And you think it affects not just United fans, but everyone that was around at the time who remembers it. It still affects now, 65 years on.
I learnt about the Busby Babes because of my mum. I learnt a lot while I was in Munich as well about the Busby Babes and how much it means to so many people. And I think that was another reason that It felt so emotional while we were there because I understood how many people respected them and went to visit the memorial each year.
Definitely proud of my football club and the fans of Manchester United who were absolutely outstanding today. It means everything. It's a pilgrimage. It's coming to the place where just 75 yards there to my left, our greatest ever football team perished. And from that, we ceased to be a football club. We became a global institution. And it's the reason thousands and thousands of us became Manchester United fans.
Go on, Brian.
Hi, Brian. I didn't know those things.
All right, I'm in now.
Hi there, I'm Lifted.
Hello.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
When did you move? Oh, yeah, same here, David. How are you doing? Okay.
Always good.
Yeah.
Morning, David. Ifti Ahmed.
Francis House was set up in 1991 to provide a children's hospice for young people under the age of 16 who have a life-threatening or life-limiting illness. And now we have about 600 families using our services.
So we're called the Manchester Munich Memorial Foundation, and Brian is our honorary president. All the time he's saying to me, how can I help, Ifti? How can I help? And he's helped you because he said to me, when you're looking at different charities, have you heard of Francis House? So he then told me all about here. And what we'd like to do is as a starter, is we'll donate £3,000.
We've had a great association with both United and City, but particularly with United over the years. And at the beginning of our history, Sir Matt Busby was very much involved. So it's great that they've come along today and they've seen around the building.
That's lovely. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it?
No, fantastic. Yeah. What they do, people don't realise it.
This is the sensory room.
Yeah,
and it's principally for kids who have got very little movements. They're not able to move very much, they can't speak, and we give them sensory stimulation. But the other kids love it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a heated water bed, so even kids with bed sores we can make comfortable in here.
I have to say, it's totally blown me away. The love and care that they give to the children that stay in these places is just, it's remarkable. A lot of them have got illnesses that it's just heartbreaking.
Very emotional, to be honest. Huge debt of gratitude to the people for what they do. Can't put it into words, to be honest.
I mean, United's our lives. It's as simple as that, you know. Since we were kids, we want to give something back.
All of us have said from day one that whatever we do isn't about us, it's about helping the charities and keeping the memory of the babes alive.
The Roll of Honour reads, Jeff Bent, Salford. Roger Byrne, Captain, Gorton.
Eddie Coleman, Salford. Duncan Edwards, Dudley. Mark Jones, Barnsley.
I think it's important that we pass on the knowledge to the young uns and keep the memory alive, because what happened there is a huge part of United's DNA.
David Pegg, Doncaster. Tommy Taylor, Barnsley. And Liam Billy Whelan, Dublin.
I love my football club. and I love the Busby Babes, and I'm proud to give something back.